Motion podcast with T-Mitch. Always move with the purpose, on purpose. Man, today is real special for me. I'm here with my brother, my big brother. And no, I'm not talking about blood. I'm talking about a brother that helps encourage me, that gives me words of wisdom because what he done went through, and we bump ideas off each other. We try to help each other. We not gatekeeping. You know, we don't do no gatekeeping. This guy never done no gate. He always gave me words of wisdom, love, strength, and motivation, man. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to my boy, Mark Young, man. What's up, Mark? How you doing,
What's
bro?
up?
Nice to see you, baby. Nice to have you. Thank you for coming down.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for coming down, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming down, man. This means a lot to me, bro.
Yeah,
It means a lot, man.
to me too, man.
And that's coming from the heart. It's not no on the camera type stuff. I tell you this on a daily basis, man, how much I appreciate you, bro. I got in my phone, Mark 100. You know what I'm saying? Because you always been 100 with me, you know. So I appreciate that as a young brother coming up watching you and looking up to you guys, man. So Mark, man, tell me what you got going on today, man. What's up with you today, man? Talk to me.
I'm back in Manhattan, Kansas.
Okay, Manhattan, Kansas with K-State.
You know, I'm always repping.
What you doing,
But,
finishing up?
Finishing up my degree. Just finished the book. Put me in the game, coach.
Okay.
Basically a book about my life story and just
Big time.
trying to help young guys that then went through some things and trying to prevent them from, you know, just giving them a playbook for life.
Right.
And teaching them the stuff that they don't teach you in basketball. Just trying to live once the ball bounce, you know, all the dangers and everything that happens out there. So basically I just want to give kids a self-help book and just use my life, my journey to try to motivate them along the way.
I tell you what, man, a lot of people actually talk about this, but you actually lived it, man.
Yeah.
You actually lived it, man. And that's another brother that's impacting lives, man, that want to impact lives, that what he done been through. You know, he care about the youth. You know, he always want to be a coach. He always impacting, man. And, you know, he also has a beautiful wife that also helps impact too, that helps him, that motivates him, because without a man, you know what I'm saying, without a woman, you know what I'm saying, in your life, that's motivating you, that's helping you be where you at, you know what I'm saying? That's kudos, man. So kudos to her for having your back, for having your side, your right, your left, and everything.
Yeah,
man.
that's my I call her my wife, but that's my road dog. You know
best
what I'm
friend.
saying? Yeah,
That's your best friend.
road dog.
That's your best
You know,
friend.
you got
man.
to make sure you know you got the right person on your side
doubt.
because if you don't, I mean, you know, you got to have somebody that can drive that car when you can't.
When you can't, man.
So you know, she always been there for me. That she like another coach. She one of
doubt,
other coaches in my ear. Just you know,
and look,
always telling me to do some things. I'd be like, okay, but she pushed me. And we kind of bounce a lot of stuff off each other, and you know I love her, and she done some stuff. And,
she also has 2 books out too, right? Bestsellers, bestsellers, man, bestsellers.
She the one, you know, kept kicking me.
Go ahead and do it.
While I'm pushing her, like put your book
Hey, you know what? Sometimes the motivator need motivation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Sometimes the motivate. I always say that I can motivate you, but sometimes I need people to motivate me too.
Right.
You know, sometimes that direction, man, you know, you be like, I'm gonna go. You know, we pump fake. You know, we call it pump fake. You ain't shooting the ball. You ain't shooting the ball. You better shoot that.
Right.
You better shoot. You ain't gonna get too many shots.
Right. So you're right. I kind of pushed her to do hers a lot, and the good thing about it, you know, once she did it, I was pushing her to do another one.
Right.
And in that process, she like, I think you got something you need to do. So she made me really buckle down and go on put it out. With her help, man, it was just. I don't know if you call it help, man, because sometimes it gets to the point where they pushing you so hard, you know, like
like come on,
I got it.
But
but you know,
hey man, like I say, man, you know how I say when the coach stop talking to you, that's when you need to worry about it.
Trouble,
that's when you're in trouble. So let her keep talking, let her keep pushing, and let her keep doing the thing. Kudos to her, man. Kudos to the wife as well.
Yes.
But man, I want to also applaud you too, bro. Because you're going back to get your degree. Mark, how old are you?
51.
Man, bro.
Yeah, 51.
Don't look it at all.
51.
And the only reason why I'm asking him that because he's going back to get his degree.
Right.
It's never too late, man.
Right.
It's never too late. I was
Right.
fortunate to stay in school, and I told my mom if I'm gonna stay in school and not go to no league or whatever, and I don't get opportunity to like everybody else got or some people got, I'm gonna get my degree
Right.
because that's one piece of paper that nobody can take away from me.
No, not at all.
And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that because I didn't have to go back on a coaching staff at LSU and be a GA.
Right.
You know, that's how I had my degree.
Right.
You know, so man, kudos to you, man. It's never too late
Right.
to
Right.
go get that degree, man. And where you in school at?
I'm at K-State.
K-State, baby,
You know, I
K-State.
wanted to go back because that's where I started at. And so, you know, I had a lot of opportunities to go to other places.
No doubt.
But I felt that it was necessary for me to finish where I started.
Okay.
And that was the thing because, you know, I've been coaching kids all over and I'm always pushing them. I'm on them so hard about the
Yeah.
education and they steady getting it, but I'm lacking. And I lost a lot of opportunities because of the degree. And so, you know, I decided, I said, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up, and man, it's been a great journey. It's been awesome. You know, I didn't learn. I'm probably having more fun now than I had when I was actually in school,
Right.
because I'm actually picking up some things that
You actually
you know,
learned.
had I learned then, I probably wouldn't have used it. But now I use a lot of that stuff now, so it's a lot easier now.
Man, God have a reason for your life, man. As long as you got breath in your body, bro, there's always a chance to right your wrongs.
Right, right,
Or,
right.
or to get it right.
You right?
Or to go for it.
Right. As long
know
as
what
you
I'm
keep waking up.
As long as you keep
You
waking up.
thanking him, because I mean, you know, if it wasn't for him, man, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
No doubt.
You know,
no doubt.
I
Gotta give him
definitely-
praises. Gotta give him
got
praise,
to,
man. Gotta
you
give him
know,
praise.
And you know, I grew up, you know, with a mom who pushed that. You know, I grew up in the church and stuff like that. So, you know, I do know, you know, I'm not ashamed to thank him and praise him and let people
doubt.
know what he's done in my life.
Talk to
So,
man. You gotta
you know, that's important, man.
you gotta utter his name, man, when it's time to utter his name.
Right.
You know, we can't be embarrassed or afraid
Right.
to utter his name because without him we won't even be here.
You're right about that.
So we gonna go to this part, man. Tell me where you went to high school at, man, and what year you graduated.
I went to McKinley High School.
Okay,
and,
okay. Folds down.
Yeah.
South side.
South side.
South
You know,
side.
the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
The bottom.
Yeah,
the
and,
bottom.
Right. And so graduated in 1994.
Okay.
And awesome 4 years, man. I
Awesome.
had, you know, I'm like, you know, Big Blue.
Yeah.
Legendary. You do something in that uniform, it's legendary.
It's legendary. Okay,
You know, so
okay. I
that's
like
what-
that.
You know, I hate the fact that the last time we were on state was when I was there.
Hey man,
But,
hey, let me
you
tell
know,
you.
it keeps my name,
Hey,
know, ringing.
it keeps it
I'm
alive,
Like,
keeps
yeah,
it alive.
we keep it alive. Every time they say McKinney, well, the last time they won it was when Mark Young was there. So
Right.
that's but shout out to my guys that we won it with, because we've been, you know, talking, and we supposed to do a little reunion ourselves.
Well, shout 'em out,
So
man. Well,
you
shout
know,
'em out, man. Who
Raymond
you talking about,
Winfrey,
man? Shout 'em
Marvin
out.
Brady,
You
Sidney
okay?
Pierre,
Yeah.
Mario Kamina,
Yeah.
Roy Brackens,
Okay.
Brian McNutt, T-Main, man.
Okay.
So anybody, Kyrie Carroll. So you know,
Okay.
anybody I forgot. You
Man, charge it to your mind, not your heart.
Yeah, that's
Right,
a big-
don't hold it against my boy, man.
Right,
don't hold it against
right,
my boy.
right.
So after that, who did you? You know, we kind of going back and forth, but that's what this is though. We
Right,
just
right,
talking.
right.
So tell me where you went to school. I mean,
ended up going-
where did you sign your college letter of intent to?
I signed with Kansas State.
Okay.
Now I committed to LSU first.
Okay.
Committed to LSU.
Oh, anybody know that?
Yeah,
See
yeah.
what I'm saying? See,
Yeah,
there you
see.
go. That's it
So
right
I
there. That's it
committed to
right there.
LSU,
You go to
and,
Tiger.
yeah,
we ain't gonna say you went
committed to
wrong.
go- nah, yeah.
I'm not gonna say you went
Right.
wrong. But
Right,
some
I
people got to get away from
committed
the
to
crib.
LSU, and so, man, when I committed,
Mm-hmm.
I was really committing because, you know, the whole city kind of wanted me to go to LSU,
Mm-hmm.
but my heart was in Kansas because the guy who recruited me, Ken Turner, he had been recruiting me since I was in 9th grade. So I had developed a real strong relationship with him. And that's, you know, that's so important to me. You know, relationships important. And so even when I committed, I still I had that relationship with him. And I just, you know, and so once I decommitted and I ended up calling him. And man, they brought me up there on a visit, and it just felt like it was home, man. It was just, you know, and I needed to get away from Baton Rouge because not only everybody, you know, was going to LSU.
Yep.
So I felt that I also needed to show kids that you can go somewhere else.
Yep.
You know,
it's possible.
Right, it's possible.
possible.
Because, you know, a lot of times if LSU don't want you, then a lot of kids just say, well, I ain't going nowhere. You know,
Right.
so but that's what happened. But the thing was, man, you know, I'm almost just like a LSU Tiger because I'm,
Yeah,
you know, all
already.
the guys that I done coached and, you know, come through
Yeah.
the sports academy and went there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
made up for me not going there.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
know
Right.
what
You
I'm saying?
live.
So you went there, Big Baby went there, all Marcus Thornton, everybody who went there. So I made up for it with y'all guys going.
You know,
So
you live vicariously through us.
oh yes,
You
indeed.
like big. Hey, I tell
Oh
you what,
yeah,
you was the old.
yeah.
I call my boy Stoney the old head, but you was
Yeah.
our old head. You were
Yeah,
Unc.
yeah, yeah. I was you know what
You
I'm
were
saying?
Unc. Yeah.
Yeah, so man,
Hey.
but it was good, man, watching y'all, you know, do y'all thing
Yeah,
because
man. I appreciate that.
it was just, you know, to see y'all come from there to
Yeah.
grow up and then to see y'all
All
living
in the
y'all
house
dream.
league. You know, a
Right,
lot of them played in the house league. I played in Pars down some
right,
Denham Springs,
right,
and we all collabed. We were 9 or 10 years
right,
old, bro, and
right.
then it was on from there. We are
Yeah,
man. The thing
yeah,
about it, bro, people don't know we already knew what we could do.
yeah,
We
yeah,
already knew because we played
yeah,
all these guys on the
yeah,
circuit.
yeah,
But
yeah,
we never went away from each other. We was always together. We never went to this team, that team. I played with the New Orleans Jazz, and when the
yeah,
New Orleans Jazz were playing, I'm
yeah.
going with the Sports
Sports
Academy
cat.
Cubs.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
And
yeah.
then but I started off with my team, Denham Springs Red Devils, and then I went on from there. We wasn't traveling like that.
Right,
I
right,
had talent that I needed to showcase. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
you know,
right.
so that's what I did, man. So another thing, bro. Okay, you went to K State. How
Yeah.
many years did you do at K State?
I did 3 years at K State, then I
Okay.
declared for the NBA draft.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
declared because I had an agent who based out of Baton Rouge,
Mm-hmm.
named Oscar Schoenfeld, good dude, and I
I
had
actually know
some
Oscar.
yeah he was Stanley Roberts' agent and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And so when I declared, I went to college. My thing was I'm gonna play 3 years and I'm leaving. It didn't matter how it
Right,
went.
what it was going
So
on. Yeah.
I had some offers to go overseas, and
Mm-hmm.
you know we had that going.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? I ended up declaring, and you know start working out, and then that's when I ended up going. The Clippers ended up calling, so I ended up going out there for summer league. Played well out there. Ended up going to veterans camp. You know, signed a little free agent deal, and you know, was out there all the way up until like the last cut and got cut from the Clippers at the end and then ended up going to the CBA. Well, it was CBA then, now it's the
Mm-hmm.
G League.
Yep.
Played in the CBA, played in there with Grand Rapids, played with some good players, then ended up going overseas, played overseas a few years, come back and went
Mm-hmm.
to camp with the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
Went out there, was and they had me believing that I was gonna make their team.
Oh
They
man, hey,
said,
trust me.
"Yeah, if Catino Mobley don't sign, you gonna be the man." And so I'm out there playing. They running plays for me. And, you know, I was out there. I thought I might get in there. And
Right.
next morning, I read Catino signed 65 million or something. I knew I was on the way out. So I ended up going back overseas a few years, man, and
Okay.
I had a good time, man. I had a you
That's
know,
awesome, man.
I enjoyed my time playing basketball. I don't have no, you know, a lot of people have regrets
Right,
about
right, right,
certain
right, right.
things that, you know, I made a lot of money and spent all of it.
Right.
So I can give you a
Hey.
financial literacy
Oh
class and
my God. Oh my God, bro. Oh
everything.
my God.
Yeah, man, I had me a good time, man. I ain't gonna lie, I had me a good time. But my passion always was coaching, because even
Yeah.
when I was playing at K State, you know, I always come back in the summer and I'm
Yep.
coaching. I'm
Yep.
always, you know, coaching. So
Mm-hmm.
that's always, I already kind of knew what I was gonna do once the ball started bouncing. So,
Okay.
you know, Coach Les Roberts prepared me for that.
Man, that's
So,
good, man. So
yeah,
like I say, Les Robinson. That's what the Sports Academy Club. That's what the Sports Academy is named after, right?
right, yes, sir.
Man, tell me about Mr. Les, man. How did he inspire you, man? Tell me about Mr.
Well,
Les, man. Talk to
man,
me.
Coach Roberts was the first guy that actually had me doing drills. You know, we used to all play on playground. And
Mm-hmm.
so actually when I met him, I was actually playing with this guy by the name of Ronald Wade.
Okay.
He coached the Panthers and all of that, little break team.
Okay.
So when they went to softball,
Yeah.
he ended up taking me to the sports academy.
Mm-hmm.
I met Coach Les, and that's when we started going through chair drills. So we started doing that in the evening at 5 o'clock. That's when all the good basketball players come in.
Mm-hmm.
So I went from doing that to running the clock, watching them play, and that's when I got a chance to see Paul Johnson, you know,
Okay.
Randy Duvall,
Yeah.
T.J. Pugh, Stoney Barrow, you
Yeah.
know, all the greats. Everybody who was good come through Baton Rouge,
Yeah.
I saw them play. And
Uh-huh.
so Brian Faulkner and Randy Duvall was the guys giving me little skills training, working with me. So that's what happened, man. Yeah.
Right,
So,
right, right. Man, we about to
right.
put some people on up out of here, man. We about to put some people on up out of here, man. Nah, you good, man.
Yeah.
You good. Nah, man, that's what's up, man. Because everybody got a person that touched them in their life that made them go
Right.
farther. You know, if they didn't have that person in their life,
Right.
they probably would have been, you know what I'm saying, a
Right.
lot of stumbling blocks.
Yeah.
But Mr.
Yeah.
Les was that for you.
Yeah, he was that. Coach Chu Brooks,
True. Yep.
Malin Brooks. Yeah,
Okay.
he was the first one made me realize that I shouldn't be playing football.
Right.
He
Yeah.
stopped me in first practice. I went out there and when he
Tall,
told me I
skinny,
gotta
like,
carry
yeah.
people on my back up hills. I said, "Oh yeah, this ain't for me." And he
Right.
sent me back into the basketball court. That was it for that. So, yeah, man. So yeah, I didn't have some great coaches, man. I'm not one of them guys that.
Right.
I didn't have a lot of, a lot of kids complain about the coaches they don't know. I didn't have that. I had
Right.
a lot of guys that was on me. I didn't have one coach that
No
wasn't
doubt.
on me and
Yep.
trying to prepare me for my future. You know what I'm saying? So, I had all the way through from little all the way through college. I had some good coaches, man, good mentors,
That's good.
good guys that was around me.
Okay.
Even the guys that played,
Right.
like the guys that you watching play, they always was just trying to give you game.
Yeah.
And so I was blessed in that instance, man.
So like basically, it's bigger than basketball.
Right,
I,
right,
I, I
right,
was talking to Stone. I was talking to Stony Barrow last week, and we were just talking like how the game introduced you to people,
right,
but then relationships has to be formed.
right,
You
right,
know what I'm saying? Like I met
right,
you through ball,
right.
but
Exactly.
we didn't have to click. We don't have to
No.
talk. You know what I'm saying? We don't. I don't have to reach out to you, but it's the
Right,
relationship that we formed outside of that because we two genuine people.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? We two genuine people, and how we never trying to gatekeep. We
right.
not no gatekeepers because
No,
that's what we living
no.
in the world. We living in
Right,
this world right now. A lot of gatekeepers, man. People don't want to
right,
give people the game, bro.
right,
You know what I'm
and
saying? Like
right,
I don't
and
mind, like
yep,
give. That's why I call you, man. That's why
right,
I call Stony, man. That's why I call you and people older than me because I need the game.
right,
I want the game, man. I get it.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Even though I've done a lot in my life, I'm still a sponge. I want to learn, man.
right,
Teach me, tell me.
right,
I called you for a decision one time. You know what I'm saying? We were talking,
right,
and you were like, I don't know if you need. I didn't do it
right,
because you was looking out for me.
right.
And I
Mm,
appreciate you for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know we had many conversations about things that's going on in the world and how life changes and stuff like that. But man, I am proud of you, bro. People don't tell people that enough, but I'm proud of you, bro, because you going
appreciate
back to
that,
get
man.
your degree, man.
Yeah, yeah,
And then you're a way better person than what you were back in the day.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Not saying you was a bad person.
right,
Not saying, but
right.
you had some stuff that you need to learn.
Yeah,
So
right.
you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Yeah,
and it's still some stuff I need to learn. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like I say, as long as you got
Yeah,
breath in your body, you still can learn lessons. There's
right,
still stuff being taught every single day, man.
right,
That's another thing I want to talk about, bro. Like life changes, life
right.
turns
Oh
real
yeah.
quick
Hey, as the world
as
turns.
the world turn, man. Because I tell people, man, that ball gonna stop bouncing.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when that ball stop bouncing, man? It ain't all. I get it. A lot of these guys be so lost, man, after that ball stop bouncing.
Because of it go back to relationships.
Yep, yep,
Those relationships that you build
mm-hmm,
from all the way up.
yep,
That little kid that you looking at right then,
yep,
that you watching play basketball, that young kid, he gonna grow up one day.
mm-hmm.
So once he grow up, then he may grow up to be
Right.
the next
Next,
coming.
yep,
That kid may be the key to you getting a coaching job.
mm-hmm,
That kid may be the key to you getting, you may become his agent. You
yep,
may become his cook or
right.
whatever.
It don't,
Because everybody on the team is not going to the NBA.
man,
This guy might play in the NBA. This guy might be a lawyer. This guy might be a dentist.
right.
So this guy might be a carpenter.
Yep,
This guy. So as long as you got the relationships, you always will be able to grow.
that's it.
And so, so people don't understand just how deep it gets,
Yeah,
especially with basketball.
mm-hmm,
Because the thing is, when you're developing and building good relationships, it don't matter where you at in the world.
That word gone. That word gone now. Development. What you just said. There's no developing no more, man.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? But back to what you were saying. Everybody want quick, fast.
Right. So
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So when you develop these relationships, especially when you done made these relationships all over the country. Because with basketball, I call it a vehicle. It's gonna take you some places that you'll never think it'll take you.
Yes.
You know, that ball then took me to Italy, to Germany,
Come on
to
now.
all these different places. Venezuela, I'd have been to South Dakota in the middle of
places people want a vacation.
Yeah,
we live there.
Right. And so when you on that vehicle and you developing these relationships with all these people, man, it's important that they healthy relationships. And so it's important that you really take it serious, because you never know when you run across these people. Because now that I'm older, I find myself running across so many players that I done coached and be like, man, I coached them. And they, coach, what up? And so many guys that I done, developed, I played against their coaches. And, so, I done had so many. It's just now, like at my age at 51, I'm like, man, I'm old. But when you think about it, it's like, nah, you right where you need to be.
Right where you need to be, man.
Right now, this is right where we need you at. You ready, you seasoned. And so that's just how, the relationships matter. And like you say, man, especially when you're talking about gatekeeping. You talk about that because it's a lot of people, once they get in a power situation, you can't give everybody power.
You can't, man.
You just can't.
Oh, man.
You know
Some people take advantage of power and ruin power. Instead of power supposed to be helping people out and impacting who you supposed to be over, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, over.
Yeah.
Man,
you'd
everybody
be surprised, man, the people that are in power. And the crazy part about it, you'll try to get that person out of power, that monster. And once that monster get out of power, the person we put in power, he becomes the new monster. So it's like, man, it gets real tricky, man. And so therefore you got to be able to, you got to be able to, with relationships, you got to be able to just treat people the way you want to be treated.
Got to, man.
You can't forget, them people that looked out for you, them people that said an encouraging word. I've been in a situation, man, that had people that looked out for me, and it didn't got back to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to let him know. I need to thank him. I got to reach out. I got to find him. And nowadays we just don't do that. We just don't, man. We keep it.
We don't say thank you. We don't say thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. And like I tell people, man, and it's just like say you call and ask me to be on one of on your resume as a reference. I'm using you. And the same thing. If you want me to, if I want you, if I need you on my resume for my reference, it's cool. Like I tell people, man, it's okay to use somebody, but it's not okay to misuse somebody. It's a difference.
Big difference.
It's a difference. I need you. I need your help. So use me. Mark, if you need my help, use me. And then same vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it's supposed to be, man. It's okay to use somebody, but it's not okay to misuse somebody, man. It's two different. That's a difference. See, we say, oh, don't use me. Yes, use me, but don't misuse what I'm allowing you. Don't misuse my resources in which I'm giving you. Don't misuse this person in which I told them that you're a good person, and you take advantage of that person. That's misusing me. And that's misusing that person. You're not only you. So it's okay to use me, but do not misuse me. That's two different things, bro. I promise you, everybody, you know what I'm saying? People get it misconstrued like, oh, he using me. Man, look, use me. You know what I'm saying? But don't misuse me.
Example, I'll give you a good example of that.
Give me one.
I'll call you for some tickets.
Use
this. He was in Florida. I knew they was playing down in Florida. I said, hey, man, I need some tickets, man. If you got them, I'd love to come to the game. No problem, big bro. You give me the tickets. We get down here. I get somebody to call me. Y'all playing Kentucky. I get somebody to call me. Man, call Tabs with them tickets. Kentucky game. That game sold out. Like, I know he got people here. I mean, come on, man. You tripping.
You didn't even call me. You didn't even call me.
Because my thing is,
see,
like, we talking about.
That's a friend.
We talking about Kentucky.
Yeah, that's a friend. Because
you know, and the person who called me, he would not. I can get him tickets to go play one of the teams that you done paid to come.
Yeah.
But he don't want to go to that game.
He don't want to go to the game. He want to come
He
and see.
won't go see Kentucky and then get mad. Man, Tampa supposed to be my boy. He ain't give me the ticket. You want to go to Kentucky? Come on, man.
Man, look.
You know what these, and so that's some of the things that happen a lot, man. And it's just, it's just crazy, when you're dealing with people and when you're in the situation, you get yourself in these situations, man, especially, the higher you get. You would have to be a real fool to elevate and not know that somebody is going to try to take you down.
Oh man,
you if you're not really prepared for that, if you're not knowing that that's coming, rather it's a lie, rather it's the truth, they coming. So the thing is, you got to really surround yourself with the right people.
You got to.
And when you making these come ups, don't forget about your past now.
So
that's why it's so important to treat people right.
Yes.
See, if you treat people right along that road, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But there's so many people that they'll make it, forget about the people, treat them like trash, then they come back down.
You got to come back down.
Expect them people. Because one thing about people in Baton Rouge, I'm going to tell you, Baton Rouge, I'm going to tell you one thing about us.
Talk to them.
And we going to wait it out. One thing about Baton Rouge.
We're going to get to that part. We're going to get to that part. Talk to them, brother.
One thing about people in Baton Rouge, if you go and make it and you forget about us.
Oh, you want to let you know.
Boy, we're going to sit back. We don't care if you ate it. When you come back,
we're going to let you have it.
We're gonna let you have it.
Now you got to come back down here with us.
You got to.
Now you got to come back down here with us.
We've been waiting on you. Man, remember when we tried to? You want you to do this and sponsor this or do this, and you acted like you didn't know us.
Bro.
Oh yeah, man. That's why. Let me tell you something. People will say what they want to say about Lil Boosie,
right?
But the reason why people love Boosie, because Boosie never forgot about Cross That Track.
Never forget where he come from.
And them people, I don't care what you say about him. You could say it. If he do something across that track, they coming. They gonna support him, anything. And see, that's the thing about, even like I put myself in situations. One thing, if I do something out here in Baton Rouge, people come and gonna support me. I've never had a situation, but when I was in college, I always still came back and looked out for people, gave them game. I just always did that. And so people have to understand that, hey, if they not messing with you, if you really want to sit down and have a conversation, Baton Rouge will let you know why they ain't messing with you.
That's why
they'll let you know.
That's why you got to make the situation. You can't let the situation make you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying as you elevate, things around you won't change.
Right.
But your heart shouldn't change.
Your heart shouldn't change.
I'm not saying you might be riding commercial, now you riding private jets.
Right.
Stuff around you got to change.
Right. You got to everything. You got to protect yourself. You got to make sure, you do.
Yes.
But it's almost like people just have straight amnesia, like they didn't forgot. Right. Like I would never, it doesn't matter how big I get.
Yep.
I never forget Brian Faulkner throwing me the basketball when I didn't have nothing.
Come on now.
So when I see Brian, I'm not going to act like I don't know him. You understand?
Right.
And I talked about Brian, Brian Faulkner, man. Legend, Sports
Shout
Academy.
Out to Brian, man.
You
was with him shooting in the gym.
Yeah. So that's what that means. Like,
you were with him shooting in the gym. Right. Shout out to B, man.
Right. So
solid dude.
So many people that forget them small steps, man.
Yeah.
And so I see a lot of guys that come back and they mad at people because they don't want to support them or they don't want to do. But it's like they didn't forget what you did. Baton Rouge, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, we don't forget, man.
I'm telling you, man. Trust me, man. I'm to talk about what you're saying, man. I'm going back to my high school and being assistant coach.
Exactly.
So, man, I'm getting more love than I did when I signed at LSU.
Right.
Man, I love my city, man,
right.
because they know they see me in trenches. You know what I'm saying? They see me in the trenches, man. I'm here. That don't mean I got to come and just walk around the neighborhood and say, yeah, Taz's still here. That ain't what my village want me to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when they have an event, come show your face. Don't act like you above the situation. Don't act like you above us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not. Because one thing I know, God give it, God take it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you act like you above this, he find a way to knock you down.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? He find a way to knock you down. But that's why I say, man, no matter who you are, what money you make, or how much you elevate, you still have to have the same integrity and the same heart. I'm not saying it's easy.
No.
It's not easy because things around you change. People want them to
Right.
change, but don't never forget when they put you in that coffin who really gonna come to your funeral.
Right. Right.
That's it.
Right.
Who gonna come to your funeral?
Right.
The people that really don't know you, or the people who really, really love the person you were when you was back at the crib.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Walking around barefooted.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I spend a lot of time. Man, I try to with my grandmother. You know, she's my best friend, and I make sure. I mean, that's why I retired from basketball. You know, at the age of 29. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to. She developed breast cancer. I wanted to stay here and take care of her, and I didn't go back. But
Right.
Will Wade offered me an opportunity on his staff, in which thankful for that.
Right.
You know, and I was able to stay here with you with her because money couldn't buy me time.
You're right
know,
about that.
no doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt, man. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a break right here, man. We're gonna take a little brief intermission. T-Mitch with the Motion Podcast. Always move with the purpose, on purpose. Break out. We back with the Motion Podcast with T-Mitch. Always move with the purpose, on purpose. With my guy, Mark Young, man. What's up, brother?
We back.
We back.
Hey.
We back. Hey, what they call it? Second half. Second half. Second half. We second half in it, man. What we second half in it. Part 2. We second half in it, man. Look. We talked about your basketball career, man. We talked about you going to college, man. We talked about the inspiration that you had growing up, you know what I'm saying? We talked about your life up until after you know what I'm saying, tried out for the NBA and stuff like that. You play ball overseas. Now we about to get into the meat potatoes of what really, really transformed Mr. Mark Young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This we're gonna talk about that, and then I want you to just say what you gotta say whatever you want to say, because this is my platform, so you can do whatever you want to do and say whatever you want to say. So the question I want to start off with you right now is, what has been the hardest chapter of your life? Tell me when things turned around for you.
I would say the hardest chapter was when I would say when I went to prison. When I went to jail for first degree murder, you got to understand, I went and I was taken off the street. I had everything I thought was going for me.
Right.
Man, when I went to jail, it was a reality check.
Right.
Because one of the things that you don't value is your freedom.
Yes.
See, when you out here on the, we call it the free world when you behind the wall.
Right.
But when you in the free world, a lot of things you take for granted.
Yes.
Just even playing with your kids, just even seeing a bird fly. It sounds kind of trivial. Your family members, your mother, stuff like that.
Right.
You take that for granted.
Right.
But when you behind them walls, and especially when you go before that judge and they tell you no bond, it don't matter how much money you got, you're not going nowhere.
Man.
And so when you in that situation and the whole city, you plaster your face on the news, and so that's when everything that any coach, anybody of influence, it come back.
Yep.
You sitting inside that cell,
right,
and you thinking about everything that you possibly did wrong. And one of the biggest things that people don't talk about in jail is all the signs that you had before you went.
Right.
Because there was always signs that I could
doubt.
stop here, stop there, stop. But I kept going, smashing the gas. So when that happened, it was a reality check then, because I knew I wasn't going nowhere, no time soon.
Right.
And so to be accused of the worst crime you possibly could have is murder.
Right.
So, man, you looking like murder.
How
so
did you get yourself in that situation?
Yeah, man,
after
you
coming
get
from K-State,
K-State,
and then trying out for the NBA teams, to playing in Europe, and then now
you sitting behind a wall where your name doesn't mean nothing. All you
Right.
is a number.
Number.
And so, man, you get in that situation, you call home, and family, we can't do nothing
Can't do nothing.
because you was the person.
Yep.
You the breadwinner. You the person with all the ideas, all the money, all the motion, like we call it motion out
Motion,
here.
yeah,
You the
motion.
person with all the motion.
Motion podcast, baby.
All your partners.
Yep.
You was the motion.
Yep.
So you can't call them because they can't do nothing.
Okay.
And then you in there, you the brains. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say you kill a brain, you kill your body, you know, everything.
Yeah. By the brain, you
It's
kill
the
it.
same way. So when they
right.
took me, man, when they took me out the streets, man, it was, you know, and then I had my daughter in my arms when I was getting out the car, man, they rush up on me with guns, and my daughter in my arms, she traumatized, don't know what's going on.
Right.
And man, you know, they took me in there. Once they slammed that gate behind me, that's when reality hit.
Yeah.
You know, and so you know, a lot of stuff you don't think about until you in that situation.
Right.
You know, and so man, that was the hardest, you know, just that whole thing.
Right.
You know, even though I'm knowing I didn't do this,
Yeah.
it's just the fact that
Accusation.
your accusation,
Your reputation.
your you know, it's so many, you know. Now, this is the thing that a lot of people don't understand. I was hustling in the streets. So you're hustling in the streets, you're getting into it with people in the streets. So all of this comes now. All of this comes with this. So it wasn't like, you know, people say, he just fell out the sky and murdered someone. Nah, that's not how
it's a build up.
It's a build up.
It's a build up.
It's a build up.
Right.
You start off running red lights.
yeah,
Then
right.
you running red. Then you put candy in your pocket.
Yeah.
You still, you know, you're doing all
That's where it
that.
started.
And so when it comes to that, sometimes it take that type of situation to say, what you gonna do? And so I was at when I went in that situation, even though, you know, I knew that, you know, after everything was over, I was gonna be all right. But and I also
Just the
knew that
process.
God was sending a message. It was, you know how they say, we finna humble you. I tell
Slice of
people
humble
now,
pie.
I tell people now, hey man, you either gonna sit down on your own, because when he sits you down,
It's for certain.
man, let me
It's
tell you
for certain.
something. He got a funny way of sitting you down.
I'm telling you, man.
So
This is okay. You've been Mark Young all your life.
oh yeah.
So, but you had a nickname on the streets.
Oh yeah.
They called you M. Dot.
Yeah.
Tell me what M. Dot, what M. Dot
I'm gonna tell you.
originated from. Talk to me.
Let me tell you. When you're in the streets and you're hustling, you know, I got myself off in the rap game.
Okay, got yourself out of the rap.
So, you know.
What was the name of your rap group?
Yeah, Lake Boys.
Lake Boys, okay.
That's where the name M. Dot came from.
Yeah.
I was really in the game, really just having fun.
Yep.
You know how you just like, you know, you making a lot of money, so yeah, I'm gonna do this to hide my money, and you know, I just got involved in the rap and just I was like, really, I was more promoting because I was like, I like to party, I like to have fun, so I was throwing all these parties, just spending money, we was having a good time, and so man, they just started calling me M. Dot Young, and so it just stuck, and so when I got that name, you also develop an alter ego. So now, Mark and M. Dot is two totally different
people.
persons. Yeah. So M. Dot, he in the club, juried up.
Yeah.
You know, he doing this
What
thing.
club we in? Vibe?
Yeah, we at Vibe,
What we about?
shenanigans, you know,
rags,
yeah,
turn it up.
He
Turn it
riding
up.
in the cutlass with the rims on, with the milk. You know, so you know, you get engulfed in this persona, and so man. You know, you're making all this money, you're doing this, you know what I'm saying? But it's so crazy. I'm M. Dot at night, Coach Mark at daytime. So I'm coaching, taking kids on travel and all this, and then now, okay, I gotta go put my uniform on. And so that's what happened. And it's so many, and so man, when they locked me up, I knew then, I hated for anybody to even call me M. Dot, because that's who got me in here. You know what I'm saying? So I never forget, man, when they came and they was like, yeah, M. Dot, yeah, come on, you know, we've been waiting on you. And been waiting on me. So, man, I'd never give me. I mean, in court, and the judge was, him died this and that. I'm like, so I had to file a motion, man, to
And
get them to quit using that name. Because what it does, man,
it
it's
set
an
them back.
it
And it set the
goes in.
jurors
Yeah,
back
the
too, though.
juror is sitting back there.
Yeah, not knowing you
Okay,
got a real name. My name is
right.
Mark.
My name is Mark.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you one thing about that jailhouse. You gonna go back to what you know.
Yeah.
You ever see, like when kids they run off and they, I didn't teach you to do that.
Yeah.
Then they go off. You hear about them doing all kind of crazy. Then they come on back home. We waiting on you. Gone. We finally get the real person to come on back home. That's what that jailhouse did. And so, man, it had me to that point that, that was a chapter in my life that, I don't have no regrets about it because it taught me so much. It taught me how to deal with these youngsters now. Because I can really go in some places and explain to them, boy, I know what you're doing. I know what's up. I know everything about what you got going on. I know why you're doing what you're doing. And it's a lot of people just can't do that. And so, man, when I start doing, I just, you get engulfed in it.
Yeah.
It's almost like, like the devil, man. That's a whole devil.
Right.
Because M. Dot was a person like this. However you want to do it, we can do it. I had a crew behind me. I had money. I had everything that can ruin me at my disposal.
Right.
Now, mind you, I'm thinking as I'm hustling, I started off hustling really to make sure I can take my travel and take my kids in basketball places.
Right.
Because, I wasn't with shaking a can or asking people for donations. I'm like, man, I'm going to hustle, and wherever we want to go, we're going to travel.
So you had a purpose for the hustle.
Yeah, I had a purpose for the hustle.
Might not have been the right purpose.
It wasn't the right purpose.
But you had a purpose for the hustle.
Okay. And you got to, mind you, I just come out from playing overseas.
Right. Yep.
So I got money, but I got bills. I got this going on. I got these kids that we traveling. I want to get them the things that I didn't have, as far as, promotion and stuff like that and getting them out there. And man, and so the devil had me thinking that I'm hustling for that.
Right.
But really, I was hustling for myself.
Yeah.
You don't really, you don't really want to say that.
Right. You
but
in
reality,
you try to use,
boy, you being greedy. You could have went out there and did
worked a regular job and still took care of these kids.
You could have did that. You could.
You just ain't want to. You just ain't want to go to 9 to 5. You ain't want to.
Right. And it was easy.
It is easy.
It was easy. It was easy to go and make some money, jump on the highway, because I had relationships.
Yep.
The plugs. So I had everything going for me.
Right.
But when you done been raised the right way, and and so I was good at it because nobody really knew, because I was good at hiding it. It wasn't like I was flamboyant with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I never
knew.
Right, exactly. That's what
I never knew.
So because I was coaching, because I had the image, because now everybody wants you to know you hustling. Back then it was like, nah, I ain't doing that. So that was how it was. And so, man, that also, because I always knew coaching was my passion, and that's what I needed to do. And so, how you do that, but I knew once I went to jail, I knew I was gonna get me a reset. Because that's really what jail did. It reset my whole life. Because even in my marriage, that was falling apart. That was done before I even went.
Right.
And so, it's sometimes God, you ask God for something and He'll give you something, and then you're like, uh-oh, I don't know if I really want it.
Right.
And so that's where, it gets kind of tricky,
right.
because that's when you got to really trust Him. Because He's going to take you through some things. You say you want to do this, well, we finna shed all of that. So that's where that system come in at.
God give His toughest battle to His strongest soldiers, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You was a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Did you want to go through that battle? No.
No.
You did not. No, we never want to go through our struggles, but how we come up out of it and how we stand 10 toes deep and whatever. Like I said, I've never been to prison, and I'm never going to prison. You know what I'm saying? But that don't have that. But that's just my story. Everybody has different stories, and I respect and I honor your story, man, because it was like the rise and the fall of a legend, but now you rising again.
Right.
Now you rising again.
It's a lot of time, man.
A lot of time.
You got to figure out your purpose. And
Move with the purpose on purpose.
yeah,
There you
and
go.
so that's where it come in at, man. You just got to know who you are as a person, because one of the things is, when you go through all of that, you got to be willing to embrace it. At the same time, you got to be real willing to teach people out of the situation. Man, I just thank God that I was able to come up out the situation.
Right, right.
Because a lot of people don't make it. I learned so much even from the jail. I learned so much about the prison system.
Right.
Till I'm even now involved in like prison reform, helping
Oh,
other inmates
yeah,
get out.
man.
Tend to
Yes,
Jim Crow
yes.
law that they got.
You impacting.
Yeah. So,
You
when I
impacting,
left there,
bro.
I made sure them guys knew that I was gonna do whatever I do to try to help them, live a life where they can say if they come home, I could do that.
Right.
And so that's one of the reasons why I wrote that book also. Because a lot of people, a lot of people don't read. We know that.
Yeah.
But just the fact that I know he put a book out, I'ma buy it, and I ain't got to read a page. I know the story.
And you know
And
what,
so
bro?
that's one of the things.
I tell people now, man, I don't, like I said, I hate to read, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? But,
right,
but I started reading because it's essential to my soul.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's good. You know what I'm saying? Reading is good. I never knew how
Yeah,
good, like I never really read, bro. People don't believe me, man. But growing up, I never read a newspaper article myself.
right,
People used to tell me. I used to want
mhm,
feedback because I'm the type of guy I need words of affirmation. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Tell me, boy, you're just like when you hit me up and told me, boy, that. I'm
Yeah,
like, let me call Mark and see what's happening. Well, you know what
right,
I'm saying? What I need to do better, what I did
right,
wrong. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm always on a self critique. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Part of it, man. But this is a question that I want to ask you, bro. If you had one thing, what would you tell your younger self? Right now, at your age now, what you know now, what would you tell your younger self?
I probably would tell my younger self to surround yourself with people with like mind. The only problem was the community that I was in. Everybody was hustling,
Yep,
and
yep.
so I didn't really have a bunch of guys around me that had that vision.
Hmm.
Now, I will say we grew up thinking hustling was the way.
Right.
I'm talking about ever since we always thinking, well, if this don't work, we can hustle. If this don't work, we can hustle. So if I could surround myself with the people. Now, my mom, she was worker, she was entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I saw all of that, but I didn't have that father.
Yep.
And so even my coaches that I had, they really was navigating their own lives.
Yep.
So, and if you don't really know, you see me coming to the gym every day, you're not knowing the influences.
Yeah.
I'm walking past all of this every day. They
Yeah.
selling, they using, they selling, they using every day.
Right.
Even though I was very, very smart, I kind of, knew
No, yeah.
what to do, what not to do. But you got to surround yourself with people that's trying to do what you're
Like-minded
trying to do.
people.
Yeah, you got if
Like-minded
you're trying
people.
to get to
Yeah.
the NBA, if you're trying to go to college, you got to insulate yourself with those
Those
type of
type of
people.
guys. Yeah.
You
You
cannot
can't learn
you
from
can't
nobody.
you can't chance it.
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of kids out here, they good players, but they with the wrong people.
Yep.
And it's so easy to be influenced,
Yep.
especially with social media.
Yep.
It's almost like it's a blessing and a curse.
Man, one thing about my community, man, in Devil Springs, bro, my village, everybody around there, when I was younger, I was growing up, they knew I had promise.
Right.
So if I'm walking down the street and something was about to go down,
Mm-hmm.
or a play was about to happen, or T-Mitch, you know what I'm saying? The OGs like T-Mitch, get from up here.
Right.
Taz going, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? Taz going down the street. My best friend, you know what I'm saying? He was hustling. He
Right.
was hustling. You know, on my team, he was hustling. Been hustling for a long time. He used to say, T-Mitch, I used to stop and want to talk to him in the car. He like, keep going, man.
Right.
But he was my teammate, my guy.
Right.
He like, keep going. I got some, I got some on me. Keep going.
Right.
So, but guys like that is my best. He's my best friend
Yeah.
today. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He's reformed and stuff like that. Though he did time in prison, but now
Right.
he's out. So he's my best friend today,
Right.
because he looked out for me. It wasn't no, because you get a lot of communities where guys
Yeah.
want to sabotage. Man, let's go do
Yeah.
this. Nah, you come
Yeah.
with me. Nah, but
Right.
when peer pressure is real in my
It's
community,
real.
I had no peer pressure. Nobody said,
Right.
Taz, please, man, come do this. Man, come steal this.
Right.
Taz, come do this. Taz, come do this. So shout out to my community in Denver Springs for help
Yeah.
raising me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? No doubt, man. So another thing about it, we're gonna talk about your book, man. Tell me the name of your book and what's it about.
Man, it's called Put Me in the Game, Coach.
When does it come out?
September 7th.
Okay.
Come out September the 7th. It's a book. It's a book about my life.
Okay.
And I just give the game about situations for kids who, especially athletes, rather they girls, boys, that they gonna face along their journey.
Right.
And man, it's just a playbook, a self-help book for kids who, you know, a lot of parents, a
Trying to
lot of stuff
navigate
they
it,
don't know
yeah.
to navigate this
Yep.
this life, man. You know,
'Cause it's
a lot
hard,
of it-
man.
It's hard. You know, you got NIL now.
We
You
live
got
and social
right,
media is raising these
social
kids.
media.
Yeah. So
you got so many different
Yep.
things. So
Yep.
you know, I talk about all that stuff in the book
Yeah.
because, to be honest with you, your coach, your college coach or high school coach, he don't have time. He's trying to win games, especially in college.
Yeah, man.
They don't have time. So I just then took it, and you know, I do a lot of mentorship with a lot of these athletes, man. I'm traveling, you know, around the world with a lot of athletes, talking to a lot of coaches, and all you gotta do is look on the ticker, ESPN, somebody getting in trouble all the time.
Right.
And so I get calls about, you know, situations like how should I handle it? Because everybody don't want to give up on kids. So
At
my
all.
thing was I just wanted to use my own life to help kids out there understand that, you know, what you're going through, you can overcome it.
No doubt.
And you know, just be a light, man, for them, man, because it's serious out here. It's serious out here.
It is, man. The streets are so easy to get caught up in, especially where we from and stuff like that. Our city, man.
Right.
It's so. I mean, anywhere.
Yeah,
mean-
even in the basketball, that's like vultures, like these agents.
Oh man.
You know, there's so many vultures, like so many different avenues, you know, so many kids that just, you
Yes,
know, they
bro.
want to even like I deal with kids that, you know, having issues with the coach. He not playing me where I need to play. You know, something as trivial as that. Like sometimes they need somebody to explain, I've been in your situation.
Right.
I understand. I know you used to playing with the ball,
Right.
but now we're going to play you off the ball and you feel like that's not helping your game. But hey, sometimes it's a team. You might want to develop that aspect of your game.
Man.
If you say you want to play in the NBA or you want to play somewhere else, they may bring you in there where that's the only position they got for you. You gonna tell them no? So those are just things
And bro,
that
that's
talk
what's
about.
gone now, bro.
Yeah.
Is the word development. Everybody's, man, I tell people all the time, bro, and they laugh when I say this, but they can relate to it. We live in a microwave era.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to use that crock pot. Nobody want no roast, but if you do want to use the crock pot, you're gonna go quicker. You're gonna use the pressure cooker.
Right.
Because everybody want the speedy, let's get this done. You know what I'm saying? So being that you still talking about development, that's why I wanted you on my show, bro, to connect the past with the present. It all correlates. They just seeing everything on social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'd have done everything they'd have did, man.
Right.
They just ain't. They just weren't able to see it like they wanted to, like social media. Because if you would have did what you did nowadays, they'd be all on social media, man. They'll be on every outlet ticker, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want them to know, man. Give you your flowers,
right?
For
Because you got to
what you
understand.
did.
You know, I was a top 20 guy. This was before they do all these new rankings, and so you got a guy like I told Michael Beasley when we was down there. I said, before you and Bill Walker came, I was the highest rated recruit ever came to K-State.
Right.
And so, you know, we was laughing and talking about that. But, you know, now you got all these different rankings and everybody looking at the stars and stuff like that. And the thing is, like you say, development. I had some, you know, when I went to K-State, I was the man at, you know, down here.
Yeah.
I got to K-State. I had two guys, Elliot Hatcher, Tyrone Davis. That was our scores. So I had to find me a role. Okay, I'm gonna be a defensive specialist. I know I came here highly recruited, but that's where I learned to, you know, and
Because you want to get on the flow. Because you wanted to get on the flow. Like I tell people all the time, man. Hey, bro, you can put me at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Put me on the flow.
I got to get on the flow.
I gotta get on the flow. That's why you know what I'm saying? That's why I played the most minutes. I played the most minutes in LSU history.
Yeah.
I started more game than anybody because I was for one, I was coachable. For one, I played hard, and whatever the coach wanted me to do, I did. But I did it at a high clip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it might have messed up my NBA profession, but my college and everything else.
Right.
That's just one aspect is the NBA. Everything else fell in play.
Right.
So like I tell people all the time, man, I'm satisfied with my career. I've done a lot.
Right.
I've done a lot,
Right.
man.
Yeah,
A lot of these
man.
guys can't tie my shoes, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And can't nobody tie yours.
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying, can't nobody walk in our shoes, man. Nobody. And so they need to stop trying. People try so much to compare and contrast. Oh, I went to the NBA. Okay.
Yeah.
You got a break.
Right.
You got a break.
Right.
What about all the rest of the stuff that led up to that? You
And
know?
the thing is, I've been so blessed, man, because I got a chance to see, as a little boy,
Yeah.
I got a chance to see Barry Roberts, T.J. Pugh,
Yeah.
them '85 teams.
Come on now. Come on
I
now.
got a chance to see that.
Come on now.
I even saw, Roger Anderson, Paul Johnson.
Oh,
Smurf.
yeah.
Got a chance to see that. You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to see Lester Earl.
Oh, man,
Played in that
yeah.
era, my own era.
Yeah.
Ryan Francis. So I can go I saw all your era, Big Baby, Tyrus Thompson. I saw all those eras.
Man, that's
so
all
it's
Baton
so
Rouge. You hear what I'm
funny.
saying, man?
Yeah,
That's all
so
Baton
the
Rouge.
thing
We ain't got
is,
that no more, man.
I saw where where it went from the small guard to Paul Johnson and all them guys to the big guards like Matt Barrow and all them guys like me,
yeah.
Matt, all that era to you had Tony Cole, you had all them guys like that. So I got a chance to see it.
Yep.
And so I hear guys make these lists and things like that, and shout out to Randy Livingston, man,
Yeah,
because he
shout out to
always
Randy.
tell
Shout
me,
out Randy
I
Livingston.
talk to Randy, I always say, man, you gotta let them know what's up. You gotta pop it, but I just don't do it because that's just not me. Because my peers mean a lot to me,
Right.
and so man, you see these guys with these lists, who was the best, who was this,
Man, you saw
who
the
was
man,
that.
you see, oh
And
my
the thing
God,
is,
bro.
a lot of people just haven't
bro.
saw basketball.
A lot of
They
people-
haven't saw a lot of basketball. So I don't really trip or nothing because I'm asking a guy who really never saw it. But I do like that it's a conversation piece.
It's a conversation piece, but
Yeah.
you can't just put it in ChatGPT and think
Yeah.
and the top 5 players in Louisiana history and think that's gonna be okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That like I get it. It's good. Chat is good,
Right.
but not for realistic thoughts.
Yeah.
Not for realistic thoughts and
like
realistic mindsets and realistic. A lot of people let that stuff. Man, a lot of people function off that.
Yes.
Bro, I can't name that one time I put something in ChatGPT. What is it, ChatGPT? I don't even know the name of it.
Yeah.
What is it called?
ChatGTP.
ChatGTP.
The
See what I'm
chat,
saying?
yeah.
The chat. And my guy does, my co-host Dron.
Yeah.
He does it because he's in the media world, so I get
Right.
it. Yeah, I be
Right.
lost when he be doing stuff. I'm like, man, what is this, man? What I gotta do? You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Right.
I consider myself, I ain't say I'm young, but I'm in the era where I
Right.
should know these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Man, he
Man,
gotta
the
help me with
digital world, man.
he gotta help me with Instagram. I'm just getting the Instagram. He gotta help me with all that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want that stuff, and I never had none of that stuff. I didn't want that stuff to control my mindset, my thought process. And I had Facebook forever.
Right. Because,
you know what I'm saying?
man, let me tell you,
bro, that stuff,
social media, man. Let me tell you,
bro, it is. Oh
that
man,
social media is
man.
serious business.
Man, it make people, man,
Yeah.
you see them, what they call them, Twitter fingers.
Yeah.
People be hard behind the screen and stuff like that, man. Look, bro,
The best, I'm gonna
it's,
tell you though, I will say this: the best thing for me, for social media, and I ain't gonna lie, I love it. I love to read the comments on WLB when something crazy happens.
they be on,
Man,
they
when
be
I
on,
tell
hey,
you,
bro, that's our
man,
people.
they cut up on that, man. You talking about? I'm the dude that I'm gonna read every comment they
man.
watch them all. I just love it, bro, because I'm gonna tell you, you really see who people are, how they feel.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because you have just, it's almost like, man, it's so crazy because people be arguing with people they don't even know.
And
it's like,
why are you giving this person his energy?
right?
Like
but
this person don't know
man,
nothing. It'd be funny though.
It'd be funny. When I tell you that
do be
social
funny,
media
bro.
be funny, man, but it's a tool, bro, that I think we done misused over the years. We didn't, and especially now, they done misused it, to the point where
Misused it.
Yeah,
Again, there you go. It's
misused.
okay to use it.
Yeah,
But
they
it's
done
not.
misused
But
it.
we misuse it.
Yeah,
now.
we done misused
You know
it,
what I
man.
said? We do it, man.
They got
it is.
coaches recruiting off of that.
Oh my God.
They
Bro.
got coaches to look at I might just need to sign that kid.
Man, I know a team
Yeah.
that was created.
Yeah,
I know a team that was created
Yeah.
all off a website.
yeah,
We ain't see nothing.
right,
We ain't see. We don't even know the kid character. We know how he walk.
right.
We don't know if he walking with a limp
Yeah,
or nothing.
No, none of that.
We looked
man.
at a highlight tape
Yeah,
and numbers
yeah,
and that was it.
Analytics.
And I say, man, and then a lot of, you know what I'm saying, coaching with my, you know what I'm saying, with like at LSU, I'm not analytical
Right.
because
Right.
numbers lie.
Right.
Numbers lie. I'm not saying they don't tell a part of a story,
Right.
but they don't tell the full story. I'm an eye tester. Like
Yeah.
I gotta go see you, man. I
Right.
see
Right.
you
I
average
put my
18.
eyes.
I
Yeah.
see you average 18,
Yeah.
but his
How
team
did you
sucked.
get it?
His team sucked.
And how did you get it?
And then look, how did he get it? But his team sucked. They always
Right.
have a best player on a sucky team.
Right.
That don't mean when he get to your team that he's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Around other
Right.
good people, you trying to put him around.
Right.
I never understood the logic to it, man. But
Right.
I guess
Well.
a lot of the old ball coaches who've been
Right.
in it for 20, 30 years, man, you know, is all about the numbers and all that, instead of really seeing the character. How does the kid respond to a teammate?
Yeah.
How does a kid play when he's not when everything not going right for him? Is he still making his other teammates better,
Right.
or is he pouting, moping around because
Right.
he's not? How are you contributing to the game when trials and tribulations going on with you?
Right.
You know, like me, I'm a rebound.
Right.
I'm a rebound, and I'm gonna try to communicate on defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna try to do, you know what I'm saying, and make if my shot was never going, hey man, you going right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You give up the eyes for us sometimes. We
Right.
don't do that no more, man.
Right.
So that's why I say, bro, nobody want to develop that no more.
No.
You know, nobody want to develop a team no more. It's
No.
it's all about who can we get right now. Let's hurry up and see.
Right.
Let's make them, because especially in the college area, when you do the transfer portal, it be miracles.
Yeah.
It be miracle when the
Yeah.
team when you're in the transfer portal and you put all team on one together, and you got 6 months to get to know these guys, and you got
Right.
it's like speed. I tell people all the time, it's like speed dating, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, you got to really like since I've been around, K-State coaching them, I didn't learn a lot with the analytics, where it helps at.
Now it does help.
It does. Yeah,
I'm
we
not
know that.
saying it does help, but that's not.
But I know the other side.
It got another
you
side
can't-
to that. Yeah,
and
man.
so just watching them and watching even how they recruit, because one of the things a lot of coaches fail to do is recruit for fit.
Yeah.
A lot of them just recruit stars.
That's it.
And so now, I've learned, a lot of times they'll
fit.
fool
I
you
like
because
that.
they
You
got
gotta recruit for fit.
You got to recruit for fit, high character guys, because if you recruit for fit and high character guys, you can get what you want out of them guys. Because that 5-star kid, it'll fool you. Because I saw some 5-stars that I'm like, boy, that boy couldn't play in this system.
Right.
That kid is not that good. He can't shoot. He may be a 5-star, but like, where I'm gonna put him at?
Right.
Because he can't shoot. So he'll get exposed.
Yep.
But he may need to go in a different system.
Yep.
And so that's where
it's okay though.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
That's okay. Because it's a lot of kids, and I had a chance this summer to see a lot of kids that was
You went
down.
to Peace Jam this year,
I
right?
went to Peace
Peace
Jam.
Jam,
I went to
you
Puma.
went to Puma. You went
I
to all
went
of
to
it.
D-
Yeah,
I
'cause
went
you
to
called
all of them.
Because you called me, boy.
Yeah, so I got a chance to really see
Yeah.
a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids that's not getting a lot of. Man, I saw so many kids coming off the bench and just playing well with the minutes. They were doing a lot of good things. So I'm like, man, that's a kid we might want to keep an eye on. And see, a lot of kids are missed. A lot of coaches will miss them. And so, man, when I tell you scouting and the recruiting part of it, I love that part of the game. I just always find that diamond in the rough. And like you say, you see how teams play, you see who can fit where. But nowadays, it's so good because a lot of these kids, and this is one of the things we got to do, because a lot of time we spend so much time on the kids that don't want it.
Right. Yeah.
So many kids that want it and got the right parents, and we just spend so much time on the kids that just the headaches. Like, boy, I ain't worried about you. They got some kids out here who really want it, and that's what we got to start focusing on. We got to, and it's a lot of good kids like that.
It's a lot of good
that's
kids.
deserving of it, man. And we spend a lot of time,
worrying about
the ones that really don't want it.
Really don't
So
want it,
you waste your time, and my thing is now like, man, I'm focusing on the kids that want it.
Yep.
I check out the ones that got the talent, but a lot of these kids with the talent, the money didn't kind of mess them up. You give a kid $2 million,
Oh, it's over.
19 years old.
Oh man, they don't know what
He
to do with
riding
it.
around in a basketball city in a Mercedes, like nice penthouse. It's hard. They don't even. They not going to clubs. Everything is on the phone. They ordering women off the phone.
They ain't got to go to the club. They bring the club to them.
They bring it to them.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
So this the thing. A lot of these kids, man, is so wicked, man, because now they like you say, speed dating. You don't know you liking a girl post on the thing. You hitting a DM. You don't know.
You don't know the backstory. You don't know why she's single. You just looking at the appearance.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You looking at the picture, not knowing what's her character. It got to be some kind of character flaw. She can't be this cold and then single.
Right.
Now I get it. You know, some people go through things, but it's always an underlying issue.
Man.
So that's why,
especially with these college kids. And I know you making this kind of money, so now you done brought her into your world, and man, it can be tricky. Even just like with the girls basketball, she gonna meet the wrong dude. Man, it could be tricky.
It could be tricky, bro.
You know, so you got these parents, man, and parents kill me when they say, well, you know, I kind of let them pick their school. No, you got to help them.
You got to help them.
You got to navigate that. You got to be on that. Because that's your job. You can't just let a kid don't know when they being bamboozled. They don't know. And so, man, I have no problem with the parents who, you know, really investing in their kids and on that recruiting with them and watching and asking questions, because that's important, man. You know, you got these kids making decisions, don't even know
nothing about the school, don't even know what's going on. They just say, "Oh man, I like this. I like the aesthetics of it."
Right.
So what's the underlying? They're not looking for the underlying issue, and that's why it was difficult for me to recruit when the transfer portal got real. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to build relationships no more.
Right.
You could just talk to the agent.
Yeah, the agent.
And the kid. Yeah. And the kid don't even got to come visit.
No.
Come on.
How much money you got?
Come on.
All right. Well, I'll be there.
I'm a relationship guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you come on LSU campus, man, I'm gonna make you feel like home, because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me give you the Southern hospitality. Right. That's why when I used to love when recruits come on campus, man. They used to I used to ride them around on the golf court, man. Let them know, man, this is what it is, man, and show them how I was raised, and let them know that it's okay. Your son is good. Your son is okay with him. That's because important. I'm around. You know what I'm saying? It's the little intangibles that people forget when you recruiting somebody.
Yeah.
And when you build a relationship, then when you bring them on campus, like I want to talk to the mom. I want to talk to the dad. I want to talk to the grandmother. Let me talk to the little sister.
Yeah.
The kid already know I want him.
Right.
So I ain't got to talk to him.
He wouldn't be here if you wasn't good.
First off, he wouldn't be here. And I'd have told him how good he was and stuff like that. Now let's talk to the parents. Now let's get the intricate details on what matters and what will sell this parent to make the kid check off to come here.
Right.
You know, I mean, that was my strategic plan. I never told nobody, but that was my strategic plan, and I knew what the parents were thinking before they would. I mean, even because what I am, man. When I have conversation with people, anybody come on campus and you come on my campus, because LSU is my campus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a tiger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm the tiger. You know what I'm saying? So when I come on, so when they come on camp, I want to make them feel like, hey, this is how I felt when I hear LSU is a wonderful place to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They take care of their. I want to. They take care of their alumni. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, they do stuff like that. That's what I can show them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody be me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody do that. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, back to what I said. I'm gonna go back. We live in a microwave era.
Yeah.
We want everything quick, transactional. Hey, how you doing? Bye. Hey, how you doing? Bye. How you can coach? Man, you can't develop that.
No.
And my thing when I was an assistant, when I was assistant at LSU. The word I wanted was retention. Retention.
That's the word.
Retention. You know, it was hard for retention because the players want more money. And then it's hard to retain because you ain't got no relationship.
Right.
You know, tell me it's hard. I can count on my hands, man, how many players on my team, LSU team in my 9 years, stayed all 4 years.
Right.
And really knew the people around there.
Right.
Now, since social media is so real, they'll stay 4 years and don't know nobody else around them.
Right. Because
I'm like, man,
everything is online.
I'm like, man, you have to get to know these people because you never know when you're going to need them again. Right. You never know when you're going to need a favor. You never know when you're going to have to use them.
Right.
Not misuse them.
Right.
You never know when you have to use them. And I'm thankful, man. The guys, the people at LSU, man, the AD, Verge Osbury, man, Will Wade, Matt McMahon, man, I appreciate them for everything they done for me. Right. You know, because they didn't have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was
Right.
a Power 5 coach for 9 years.
I mean that.
I didn't have to waver. I didn't
Right.
have to go down. I didn't have to do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Right.
thankful for all that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But,
And I understand your situation. I'm in that situation now where, I get a chance. I'm alumni to come back,
and look, you went back
and yeah,
home.
went back home. Yeah.
And then I'm
And
gonna say,
so
you
they
know what I'm saying? I
treat you
want to say,
right.
hey man, I want to say I got a little something to do with that
Yeah.
because you're just talking when you was in Florida.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I say, man, you need to go ahead and go get that, man.
Yeah.
And then I said the best place to go get that at is where
K-State.
the people
K-State.
gonna look out for you at.
Yeah. And man, let me tell you,
Talk to me.
when we had that
How is K?
conversation,
How is K State looking out for you right now? Talk to me.
man, it's let me tell you, man, it's been awesome.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
man.
honest
That's
with
what
you,
I'm talking
man.
about. You deserve that
The
though.
people,
You
man,
deserve that though.
when I went back, first of all, you see all these new buildings.
Yeah.
I
And
got
that's
lost. I was like, where
straight
the
rock
hell I'm
road when
at?
you
Yeah,
rock
I'm
road.
like,
Nah, you ain't that old. You
right,
ain't that old. You
right.
ain't that
But
old.
we got all these new buildings, man,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just seeing all the new, all the different boosters that was there when I was there.
Yeah.
And talking with them and the coaching staff, man, we got some good guys, man. I'm telling you, we got 3 young boys, Karan, JJ, Luke, 3 young guys. When I first saw them, I was like, man, they pretty young to be coaches. And man, I'm telling you, man, they get after it. They know they get after
Passionate.
it. Man,
Passionate. That's
I
what that
just
thing.
didn't learn a
Passion,
lot
man.
just from
Yeah.
watching them.
And then they
So
younger than you though.
they're
So
young,
do you know what
yeah.
that means though?
So
That means you still a sponge, man. You
right.
still a
So
sponge, bro.
you meet Casey, and I didn't know Casey before. So when I met him this time, of course we all do our intel,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked about him. Everybody saying, "Man, you're a family dude. You're a family dude." So, I'm like, okay, that was kind of rare to hear
Yeah.
for a coach.
Yeah.
Most of the time they be like, "He cool. You don't want to work for him.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
run this, he run that."
Yeah,
But
yeah.
everybody, be like, "Hey, just a family dude. He's a good dude. The family kind of let you do
Gotcha.
what. So I'm like, okay. So when I met him, and I was one of the first guys that met him even when he came off the
Awesome,
plane,
bro.
and
Yeah.
me and some of the boosters, we met him, and we let him know if anything he needed. You know what I'm saying? I had him, and so I started attending a bunch of the practices, man, just watching, and he got the kids rolling, man. He doing some good
That's
stuff,
awesome, bro.
and the kids are buying into what he's doing.
That's good.
He
That's the
creating good
biggest thing.
habits.
Buy in.
Yeah, they
Buy
buying in, they
in
creating good
is the most
habits.
important thing.
And so, man, he welcomed me with all open arms, man, and I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. I'm like an intern, man. I'm just getting it
Hey,
all,
nah,
and
man.
and that's the thing. Just with not only them, just
Right.
the whole campus,
The
man,
community.
the community,
The
man.
community.
The students,
The boosters.
everybody just getting excited
Yeah.
about K-State basketball, and it was bad how last year ended. You know what I'm saying, because I had a good relationship with Coach Tang.
Yep.
But then
Great
we didn't
man.
keep him. Great
Shout
dude.
out to Coach
And
Tang,
so,
man.
man, the thing is, coming with a new staff and everything, and it's just, it's been an awesome experience. Man, let me tell you, I'm sitting there, I'm just watching, and I done learned so much, and just, just enjoying it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, just getting a chance to, interact with everybody, and I'm watching guys do what I was doing.
Right.
And sometimes you sit there and you watch some of the stuff that go on, because it's like, I remember I used to do that. You
Right.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So it's
yeah, yeah,
funny.
yeah, yeah.
And so, you might talk to a kid and kind of tell them some stuff that, just from a mental standpoint. Because a lot of the stuff they doing,
Right.
you didn't seen it before, but it's,
Yeah.
if I done been in certain situations, so I understand. And they were like, I'm like, yeah, I've been in that situation. You just got to
Yeah.
keep moving and stuff like that. But man, it's been great, man. My wife love it.
Oh,
We talking
man.
about Manhattan, man. Manhattan
Uh-huh.
ain't but that small.
I
So,
already know it. I already know it.
but man, I enjoy it, bro. I really do. You know what I'm saying? And they've been welcoming.
That's good, bro.
And so, man, it's just been an honor. And once I put this book out, like I say,
What's the name of the
September
book
the
again?
7th,
Talk to me. Tell me about the
put
book
me in the
again.
game.
Okay.
I'm all over. You can hit me on Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram. Coach Mark Young.
Put me in the game.
Put me in the game. I'm
Book by
giving
my
game.
boy Mark
I'm giving
Young.
game, man. I'm giving game
He
to a
giving
lot
it.
of to the youngsters, to the old people, to anybody who who trying to navigate this journey,
Yeah.
and understand that you can come back.
Right.
A lot of times, it's some dark days, man, and
Yeah.
it comes some times when you don't think that you can make it.
Yeah.
You pick up that book, and
Right.
hey, man,
Mike
might can inspire you to do some things, man.
Man, go get my boy
Yeah.
book. put me in the game.
Yeah.
By my boy Mark Young, man. Go get his book. When it come out?
September the 7th.
September the 7th, man.
So, yeah.
Hey, man. I trust me. I'm gonna have my copy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it right here on my platform and hold it up and
Yeah. I appreciate that, man.
and represent it to the Most High, man. Because I'm appreciative of you coming. I couldn't wait till you come down here, bro. I've been asking you.
Yeah.
I said, man, when you coming down here, man?
Yeah, man. Had to come.
Every guest I put on here, bro, I asked Mark. I said, Mark, what you think about this, man? Oh yeah. Oh, I told
because
him
the good thing, the thing about what you're doing, man. You know, like when you had Stoney on here.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't understand the impact that he had. And to be honest with you, he probably didn't understand the impact that he had.
Now he do though. Now he do though.
Because when I saw the picture, everybody called me, man, you see Stoney and Tat? I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that one.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait. Because he's so humble, so quiet, unless you know him.
Yeah.
If you don't know him, you know what I'm saying? You could get to know him, man. He'll sit there and have a conversation with you.
Man,
basketball, whatever you're going through. And so the thing is, man, you know, I always look forward to seeing, you know, guys like that get their flowers. And, you know, man, like I said, it was an honor, man. It was an honor for, you know, me to just even know all. I came up in the greatest era of basketball. I had all of them. I saw everybody play.
Yeah.
And even like today, I always come back and watch the kids. Now I'm in a situation where I can help more kids. And so that's you know, you always do that, man. And so that's and what you doing with this, you know, the thing is what you're doing, it's gonna bridge a lot of gaps.
Got to.
You know, a lot of people don't understand like the impact.
Yep.
Brian Faulkner, Randy Duvall, you know, they don't understand the impact. They don't really understand how important.
That's where they come from. These young kids don't understand the blood that flow in they bones, man, in their body.
You know,
like what makes them today.
Yeah, like T.J. Pugh.
Yeah.
You know, Barry Robinson. You know, Didi. Man, Roger Garrison, Paul Jones, like none of these guys really understand the impact. Ethan Martin, like you know, with these guys, you're looking like. See, I was in an era where them guys was working with us and they was playing at LSU, and I'm like, man, look, that's him. I know him.
Yeah, on TV.
On TV. I'm watching on TV. So you know, when that's that dream. You know what I'm saying? And so when you see that, man, you see. Like I watched the podcast when you had Stoney, you was talking about stuff you learned. Like I learned from him pace.
Yeah.
Like just play a cat and mouse game.
What?
You know, I learned how to go off screens and you know things like that you don't think. But like I'm like, how he keep getting open,
bro?
You know how he keep doing
with
it
a
like
simple move.
Yeah, simple move.
With a simple quick.
So I learned to simplify my game to. You know, the fundamental things that, you know, you doing like, oh yeah, I got you. I know, because I done seen this before. Like, I tell people, you know, when Steph Curry shooting the threes and turning around. Like, I seen that in the sport. Randy Duvall was doing that in the sports cabin way back then. Shooting it, turn around. Hey, did that go in? See, I've been seeing that.
Right.
So when you seeing stuff out here, you like, man, I've seen that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not saying at that level.
At that level, right. You're not comparing him to
you just seen it. But I've seen it. I've seen so much basketball, man, till, you know, it's nothing really that I haven't seen, you know, and so, man, when I talk to kids and I give them knowledge, like, I'm a dude that you'll see me at a 5 and under game.
That's where
because I'm that invested. Because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch him. Watch him. And people like, how you know them? I've been watching him since he was a little boy. I can tell you what he's gonna do.
The thing about it, because the time is laughing before you know it, he in high school.
Before you know it.
Before you know it, he in college.
Before you know it.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like they got L.A. Temple got a son.
Oh yeah.
You know,
my God. Oh my God.
Okay.
Man, come on now. L.A. Temple, college,
right.
college little boy. Oh,
yeah, you
man.
see, you see all of these kids.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Marcus Stone got a daughter.
Got a daughter. Yeah, she's gonna be good.
You know,
she's good now.
Because you know got to be having that relationship.
Yeah, she love it.
And so those are the things that you build. So you sit back and say, okay, you know, I didn't develop that relationship with them. So we can always come down. And that's the thing, like, you know, I was part of one of the first dudes that went up to K-State from Baton Rouge. So now we just, you know, got a girl that committed.
Okay.
At you had Kennedy Aldridge.
Okay.
We got another young fella football So we trying to make our way.
Trying to make your way back.
We trying to,
Okay.
LSU, you can't get them
You
out.
can't.
So, I'm
Nah.
lurking down here. I'm seeing what's happening.
Yeah.
And that's, and that's the good thing about, relationships. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
man.
Like,
Yeah.
you got a good relationship with somebody, even their kid, they don't never forget that.
So they
They'll
just
never forget
so
that.
so so look. They just like so them parents know you up there. So
Oh,
when they
yeah.
kids not up there, y'all those are your kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because you from the city.
They got to hold me accountable.
They got hold you. That's
They got to
that's
hold
what
me
you call
accountable.
relationships, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you call
They
relationships.
got to hold me accountable.
And then I made sure every parent that signed their kid for me to come to LSU, I let them know I got your kid.
Right.
Now I'm not saying I can stop him from doing everything.
Right.
But I got you.
But I got him.
I got him.
Yeah. You know one thing, but if he ain't never gonna be hungry.
But just like my boy this past season, man, Steve Reese, shout out to Steve Reese with the Florida Rebels.
Florida Rebels.
Just won the whole
Yes,
EYBL, and he got Coach of the Year.
Yes, sir.
In the off the EYBL circuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good
But his son, Jalen Reese, came down here, man. Been coming down here since he was little, man.
Right.
I've been knowing the kids since he was little. I told him when he signed here,
Yeah.
I said, I got your son, man. And I did everything that I told him that I was gonna do for his kid. That wasn't nothing financially at all. But that was there, hey, I got him.
Right.
He got in a little situation, a little wreck. I'm there. I ran, bro. He got in a little fender bender. This how committed I am to my players, man. Because then I'm home. I want them to. I always want our kids to have a safe environment, especially at LSU. I want even if you come out of state, I want your parents to understand that LSU is not a bad place. You know what I'm saying? So he got in a little fender bender, man. I ran from the practice facility all the way to where he had the fender bender from. I ain't getting no car, no nothing, and I made sure he was okay.
That's what it's about.
When our other players, man. One of the other players, people don't know this situation, man. One of our other players, man, last year, Mike Nwuko, shout out to Mike Nwuko. I think he at Xavier now. Our big, he came to Baton Rouge, man. He got his charger stolen. Man, I found that charger, the Hellcat, I found the charger in 4 hours, man.
Yeah.
It was over there, Boulevard to Providence in the garage. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the police. I'm with the police in the trenches, though. I said, man, I'm gonna go get your car. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. You go to practice, I got you. He had a tracker on it. I hit the police up. We went fine. I'm standing in trenches right there at Boulevard to Providence. I'm right there with him because I want this kid. I want to get this kid car. I drove his car out the people garage. Down the street to the police office first, and then I drove his car back to campus.
Right.
And I told I got your car.
That's what
you know what I'm saying? I got your car because I don't want you to be around here like, man, I'm in Baton Rouge. My car got stolen.
Right.
No, man, you got a coach on the team.
Yeah.
That's gonna do everything in his willpower to go get it for you. Yeah. And I did just that, man. I found this car in 4 or 5 hours, man. DP was like, man, you found that boy car?
Yeah.
I said, I found it. And I drove off with it.
Right. And that's what it's about, man.
With police escort now. I wasn't crazy. Now police escort now.
Right.
But I was there.
Yeah.
I was there sitting outside the whole time, man. We was waiting on wire cutters to open a lock. His car was bagged into a small little drive, a parking garage, getting ready to get chopped up.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Drove it out. Right. And didn't care if anybody seen me or whatever because I want this. But basically what I was doing, man, I was making sure when as college coach, we got to make sure these guys are our responsibility.
Right.
Even
though they grown men, they
we are their guardians, man. We can control. We need to try to control whatever we can. Some stuff you can't control.
Right.
But some stuff that I knew I could probably control that because of the relationships that I had throughout the city.
Right.
Man, I called so many people. Man, I called Hilla Moore. You know what I'm saying? I had Hilla Moore on the speed dial, and then I called, and then I also then he called somebody, and then gave me the number to somebody.
Right.
Man, I found that boy car in 4 hours, man.
Oh yeah.
Back to relationship, but back again, man. We kind of went around the world, but that's what this about, man. This is what it's about. We have a natural, genuine conversation, but I want to tell you, bro, I'm happy for your book. What's the name of the book again?
Put Me in the Game.
Put Me in the Game by my boy Mark Young. He moving with a purpose, on purpose. Yeah. This T-Mitch with the Motion Podcast, man. Always move with the purpose, on purpose. Signing out.